Sphere offers great flexibility for using subwoofers to enhance your main speakers or to serve as LFE speakers in immersive monitoring systems. If you're unfamiliar with LFEs or bass-managed speakers, check out the guides on our website. Let's start with a few basic definitions. Bass management refers to using one or more subwoofers to enhance the low-frequency response of your main speakers. Sphere supports up to 4 subwoofers with dedicated bass management controls. LFE subwoofers, on the other hand, are designed exclusively to handle the low-frequency effects channel in a surround or immersive mix. These are the .1 speakers in a configuration like 7.1.4. Let's take a look at how to set up Sphere for a few different subwoofer configurations. First, we'll look at stereo monitors in a 2.1 configuration. There is no dedicated LFE channel in stereo mixing or monitoring. In Sphere's output section, click the gear icon to open the output control panel. In the top left, we see the assigned output interface, and below it, the controls for each speaker channel. Here we have the bass management controls, polarity, delay, channel routing, and a plug-in slot for each output channel. At the far right are the subwoofer output controls. To add one or more subwoofers for bass management, click the crossover icon at the top of the window. You'll see the bass management controls turn on. We can now route to up to 4 subwoofers labeled A, B, C, and D. Each subwoofer must be routed to a unique output from your interface. In this case, sub A is routed to output 4 of the Auria interface. Use the power button to activate the subwoofer send from each channel. The high-pass filter determines which frequencies are sent to the main speakers. Consult your speaker and subwoofer manuals to determine the best crossover frequency. For near-field systems, a frequency around 80 Hz is typical. Slope defines the shape of the high-pass filter. The Linkwitz-Riley 24 dB per octave slope is the best option unless your particular speakers recommend a different slope. If you use one sub, both left and right would be assigned to sub A. If you use 2 subs, use sub A for one channel and sub B for the other. The low-pass filter and its slope determine which frequencies will be sent to the subwoofer. Start by matching this to the high-pass filter and slope settings of your main speakers. This will ensure a smooth transition between the subwoofer and main speakers. This polarity button affects the main speaker, while the polarity button in the subsection affects the subwoofer's polarity relative to the main speakers. The sub-polarity should be set to provide the maximum volume at the crossover frequency. In the subwoofer output section, we can adjust the volume of the subwoofer to balance it against the main speakers, and we can also adjust its polarity, solo, mute, or apply a delay if necessary. Any plugin, like an EQ or limiter, can be inserted on the sub-output if desired. All of these controls are available for up to 4 subwoofers. Now let's take a look at using subs in an immersive setup. When mixing in surround or Atmos, you'll need at least one subwoofer for LFE duties, and you may also choose to use the same or additional subs for bass management of your main monitors. Here's our 7.1.4 Atmos output window. You'll notice that the bass management is not active, but the LFE channel, channel 4 in this case, is always routed to the sub-outputs as highlighted in this window. Here, sub A is routed to the Auria interface output 4, feeding the LFE subwoofer. Additional subs can be activated in the LFE channel controls, and those subs can be controlled just as in the 2.1 setup previously described. Now let's add a subwoofer to be used for bass management for our front, left, right, and center speakers. Turn on the subwoofer sends for those channels, and we'll adjust the subwoofer frequencies and send to sub B, which is routed to output 17 of our interface. Similarly, we can use a third subwoofer to bass manage our surround speakers, and a fourth for our height speakers. While LFE and bass management can seem confusing, Sphere provides many options for straightforward integration of subwoofers. One important note: when using room correction software like SonarWorks Sound ID or tools like Room EQ Wizard, Make sure to measure with Sphere as your monitor controller. Use Sphere to adjust levels, polarity, and delays as needed before conducting room measurements and applying corrections. For more information, check out the Learn section on our website at www.gingeraudio.com.